Would you rather fight one giant ant or 1,000 tiny ants?
This doesn't feel really related to morality, but I think... Do I have access to anything but my hands, and what kinds of ants?
If you had vicious biting ants swarming you, just your hands aren't going to cut it. It would be anything
No,
you have
they're
in your
not.
room at the time. In that case, I'd be the
water
better
would go
option.
a long way.
But
How
what
big
if they
is the
were
giant
fire
ant?
About the size
Then
of a
they
cat.
would have...
I'd just eat the bowl of
Okay.
rice, to be honest. Nah.
An ant the size of a cat, I think I would have a better shot with than 1,000 ants, provided they are fire ants, as they have defenses against water, and, could bite me all the frick.
Would you have the heart to hurt such a majestic animal? A cat-sized ant?
It
I
would
couldn't
hurt
do
me,
it.
but it would be in self-defense. Okay, so you can murder people. You're fine with murdering people, but a cat-sized ant is where you draw the line.
It's not about being fine with it, it's about having a reason. A 1,000 ants is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but a cat-sized ant would make a great friend.
You're eating them?
Of course. Ants are really high in protein.
I suppose so. Girl dinner.
That's a real girl dinner right there.
How many ants do you think the average girl eats in a day?
They say you consume about 140,000 insect fragments per year just from coffee. The average coffee drinker drinks nearly 2 cups of coffee a day. That's 280,000 insect fragments per day, divided by an average of 3,000 fragments in an ant. That's around 93 ants per day. You asked.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Great job. Is math your favorite subject?
Not particularly, but it's definitely up there. I like it when I get to play around with numbers.
What is
Okay,
your favorite
maybe a
subject?
better question is, how many ants is the average girl allowed to eat in a day? Psychology.
That is a question. I don't know if it's really a psychological one. Allowed to implies that there's a power structure at play. Like, legally, there's some limit on how many ants a person can eat, which I don't think there is. I don't think there's ever needed to be.
Not legally, but a social limit. You'd probably get some weird looks if you were munching on 1,000 ants a day.
Yeah, I think the social limit is around 1, usually.